Welcome to Radio Waves by Todderbert. If you enjoy reviews, comparisons, band scans of new and classic portable radios, then please subscribe and tap the bell icon so you don't miss any of my future videos. Yeah. In front of us we have a cool product. It's the Tecsun Q3. It's FM stereo radio with a built-in recorder and MP3 playback. Awesome. So let's go over it. I purchased this radio for a total of $29.95 from Amazon, and it arrived in this little box. Here it is, Tecsun Pocket Radio Recorder. We have the recorder from radio, supports those things, A&B repeat, okay, picture of it. It's cool, tiny little guy. I'm always looking for a nice recorder. I think I found one. This thing is awesome. So here on the side here, we got 6 different colors: green, white, blue, red, black, and guess what that is? Orange. I got an orange. Orange rocks. Here on the side, you got little symbols: recorder, FM, MP3, wave. What does that say? 1, 2, 3, something, song selection? Yeah, I don't know. TF, USB PC speaker. Actually, that's cool. ATS function, stereo. Yeah, I love it. Line in, awesome. USB, what else did I say there? Charging and data transmission. Okay, so you can use your PC to read off the SD card. Looks like we got sticker covering stuff. You can study foreign languages with this thing. Do some morning exercises. That's what they're doing. Cool. All right, let's see. And I think, oh, here we go on the back side. There you go. You can pause and read that stuff if you need to. We'll kind of go over it. It does have Microsd card support with the 32 gigabytes, which is awesome. It does have expanded FM if you need it. Pretty cool and pretty basic stuff. So, all right, we're going to go open this up, see what we get in the box. Yeah, there it is. This is how it comes, just like this. Little radio. Take the radio out, set this aside, and we'll go through the contents of the box. We got the styrofoam that held the radio. Set that there. We got this little standoff piece. Okay, looks like we got some cables here. We got a charging cable, mini USB. Yay, another one of those. They give you a patch cable. So cool. It's the 3.5 millimeter stereo. This unit records in stereo. Rock on. Oh, yeah. And we're going to talk about that. Okay. And then this is the batteries in. The battery is smaller than your average battery. It's not the BL5C. It's a BL5B, as in Bob. Yeah, I was like, what? I got another type of battery I got to deal with? Oh, no. But the cool thing is my little charger can charge a 5B. It has this little extra lip right here. So that's how short it is. There's your 5C going to the end. And it's like, what is that, like a 1/4 inch or so, 3/8 of an inch difference? Yeah. So, but I got the charger. Yay. Okay, so in the box here, still got more stuff. You've seen these before. I think is this Kaito stuff? Yeah, Kaito. Yeah, Kaito. I'm still trying to get the name right in my head. Kaito. All right, the serial number. Yeah. Okay. Send that in. Get your warranty. All right. So we got some directions. Whoop. Sorry, guys. Jamming. Bottom here. What the? All right. So box is empty. Tossing that aside. Directions. Real quick. Pause and read. Pause and read. You know, this actually might work for some people. You know, you get the whole thing and you can pause and you can read the whole thing and you don't have to worry about me missing something. Here we go on the back. Specifications. Cool. Here we go, talking about the bands for the band nuts. Let's see. I noticed it had charging time of 6 hours and play time. It says around 6 hours with medium volume level. I haven't tested it, but I'm going to guess that's true. Dealing with these things. Okay. Here's a little chart on the LCD display, or sorry, LED display. It's not LCD. It's LED. I wish it was LCD, actually. I think this LED display uses more power. Okay. Well, you get the basic idea. You can turn the display light off, which is nice. Okay, so there you go. That's the instructions. Ding. Done. The radio, finally. Here it is. The Q3. It's cool. All right, so for size reference, we have dimensions 4 inches long, 2.5 inches high, and a depth of 7/8 of an inch. It's cool color. I love this color. Orange and white. You know who likes orange and white? All right, so let's go for size comparison. CC Pocket. Look at that. It's smaller than the Pocket. And Iron Man comes out because he's wearing the same colors almost. Here we go. An idea for size. All right, so features of the radio. Let's go over them real quick. It's orange plastic, which is cool. Remember I told you about the 6 colors? The color is just this outside edge. Everything, it's white on the inside. So that's kind of cool. So on the front of the radio, we have this 40 millimeter speaker, which is about 1.5 inches. Yay! Tecsun, a little placard there. Here we have that LED display. I mean, a radio this small, I wish it didn't have that. I think it's just extra drain the juice type stuff. Here we got a music folder button, so in your MP3 mode, you can access the music that you've put on there, and then the voice folder. This accesses any recordings you make with this radio. That is very cool. Underneath the display, you'll see some buttons. We have a record pause button. Very cool. You can start your recording. You can record the FM radio. You can record with a microphone, which is right there. Forgot to mention it to you. A little black dot there is a microphone. And you can record the line in, which is a line in here. I'll show you in a moment. Very cool. And you can pause your recording to get, if you're trying to sit there and record out commercials. Here we have a stop. And here we have a A-B repeat, which is nice if you're looking to just play over a certain section of the song over and over, trying to get something, if you're trying to do it, sing it out loud yourself. I get a kick out of that. I've never used that feature. Have you guys used it? I guess it's useful in some foreign language stuff. All right, so here we got Numeric Keypad for entering your FM frequencies, entering in your numbers if you know what music or file you have on your music folder. I mean, you really have to be using it a lot with the same files to really remember what numbers they were. Here we have a repeat function key, which is a repeat once or repeat all, which is nice. Here we have an enter key to enter in the frequency, and of course a delete function there. It has a little trash can. Oscar's in there. I'm in a good mood. All right. ATS function, your auto tuning system. This radio has it. I don't know how many memories it has. I don't know. I never tested it, but I think it has at least 50. I'd imagine 25, 50. So here's your forward, your pause, play, back. So pretty simple. Oh, bottom. Here we go. It has your Microsd card slot. Of course, I had to put my own in there. It says it supports up to 32 gigs. I have an 8 gig in there. Two little rubber feet. Nice. It does stand up really nice. I like that. On the right-hand side, yes, this cool stuff. Analog volume control. I'm always going to say that now. You know it. We have an earphone jack. If you notice, it's green. It's stereo. Yeah. Love it. Sounds amazing. No noise floor at all. There's no static. There's no buzz. Nothing. When you're playing your music, it sounds very good. When you hit FM stereo with the radio, it sounds excellent. Here's line in for recording line in. There's your input for your computer audio input. You can use this to play as a USB speaker or to access your files on the card. It's awesome. And here is your wrist strap and antenna. This is a 12-inch. I kind of measured it 6 inches and times 2. So that is your antenna for the FM radio. It doesn't work great in this location, but different locations. I guess if you're more urban, be a Rockin. All right, top of the radio, Q3 radio recorder. And then we have a switch off MP3 and FM mode. On the back, we have with battery. You can see it says 3.7. It's that BL. Let me see if I get this open. It's tight. Okay, there you go. So it's the BL5B cell. It's got a little tab to help you take the battery out. So yeah, it's kind of a different size battery. Let's see if I can get extras of those. All right, so let's go ahead, turn it on. We'll go all the way to FM. And we'll show you how this works. So there's a station I can't hover on, of course. You got this, it's like a yellowish orange. To me, I'm looking off screen. It's like an amber color to me, so it looks really good. It actually matches the orange. So it's really into orange. Looks good together. So here you can be playing this. You can actually pause the station, like mute it, by hitting this button, which is really cool. And then we can, let me turn it down. You can also direct enter, which is what I'm going to do. You can also search, like we can hit this button. Goes pretty slow. Gotta kind of hold this up here. You can hear there's noise. And there's a button here, this button here. If you press this and hold it, it says off. The display goes off. So now I'm getting reception. So it helps eliminate some of the noise. if you can hear that. And if we turn it off again, oops. So we can turn that off. See, it makes a little bit of a difference there. Okay, the only thing I noticed with when it's off like this is it only works with the radio mode or an MP3 playback mode. It does not work when you're recording. When you're recording, it stays on. But I haven't noticed any noise in the recording, so that's good. Let's go ahead and turn that back on. So yeah, you can scan down or in preset mode. Come on, stations. Almost. So yeah, the radio is kind of gimpy. It works really good, like in an urban setting. But you can't expect much with this little antenna. So that's the, yeah, it turns. It keeps turning off the light, which is good to have that. Let me turn this back on. Okay, so I didn't buy this for the FM radio. It's just cool it has it if I need it. My local station comes in really clear with the FM stereo. Sounds really good. By the way, I mentioned the headphones. I bought it for the MP3 playback and the recorder function. Holy crap, is it good? So let's go ahead and head over to the MP3 playback mode, because that's where this thing really shines. Okay, so turn it up. So if you were to plug in headphones, you would hear beautiful stereo. I'm gonna zoom this in. This audio. This is Radio Todderbert on the SD card. Pause. Play. And of course, you can have your favorite radio shows. I have one on here, just put on.
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Lorene Tuttle and I have been having a little argument as to the relative merits of...
Having a little discussion regarding two different schools of literary thought. I've been maintaining to Mr. Price...
You may call me Vincent.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Vincent. I've been maintaining that our whole lives are enriched by the warmth and beauty of romanticism.
Romanticism, my dear Lorene, is for those weak, lily-livered individuals who haven't the courage to face the realities of life. Realism is life. Now, I'll take Eugene O'Neill any day in preference to Winnie the Pooh.
And I'll take Cinderella any day rather than Hedda Gabler.
Cinderella. Now, she's exactly what I mean. A smudge-faced juvenile delinquent, if you ask me.
It's only one of the most beautiful fairy tales ever told. I defy any realist to tell such a
So,
moving...
pretty awesome story there. And this is pretty cool. I actually linked that particular show down in the description details if you guys want to listen to that. It's really interesting story with Cinderella. It's a romanticism versus realist. I love that one. So anyway, this is pretty cool. You're able to play all your MP3s and everything. Great. But the big deal is the record function, which we'll go over real quick, and we'll pretty much end the video. Record. So I use this for line in to record from my other radios and from my Wi-Fi radio, and it sounds really good. So let's go ahead and go to voice.
The weekend always goes by too
So I recorded this earlier.
quickly, but when your new week begins, turn to the KXCL Morning News to get started. Monday, you'll hear the weather every 10 minutes, catch up on the latest sports and agribusiness stories, and the news is always front and center.
The KXCL Morning News, live tomorrow morning from 5 until 8 on the...
Fast forward.
Tuesday, partly cloudy and 70s. I'm TV9 First Alert Storm Team meteorologist Joe Winters on News Talk 1540 KXEL.
The eastern Iowa temperature is 57. You're traveling through another dimension. A dimension not only of sight and sound, but of mind. A journey into a wondrous land whose bound...
So yeah. Okay, so the record function. It records at 128 kilobits per second default. There's no way to change that at 32 kilohertz frequency, which is really good. It sounds amazing. Again, I have a clip which I'll include down in the description if you guys are curious what this sounds like, because it's hard to do it with my setup. But what I did is I hooked up a line in to my Wi-Fi radio and did an ambient drone. I found on an ambient drone station. And it sounds really good. You put your headphones on, hear the separation, hear the detail, the quality of the signal. Sounds amazing. There's no noise. The TIV Dios and the V115s, inexpensive recorders, they add a buzz or a high pitch electronic noise to the recording. And if you guys know what I'm talking about, the ones that definitely have done a lot of recording can hear it. This one does not. It's like just so clear of a signal. It's amazing. So yeah, check it out. Details below. I did a recording. It's raw, unedited, and it's a Patreon link. And you'll see that first. You'll see the CBS workshop story there, and then underneath that will be the recording from my the ambient drone. Put your headphones on. You'll hear the stereo separation. You'll hear it's just amazing how this records. So if you're looking for a little pocket recorder, this might be it. So let's go ahead and do some final thoughts on the Tecsun Q3. We'll just go ahead and just let this play here. It's actually just doing some Twilight Zone.
No.
Hurry up, Annie.
Or actually, just go some music. We could play some music here. We'll go to the classical. There we go. So the Tecsun Q3. I bought it because I was always looking for that interesting recorder, pocket size. I mean, this is really nice because of its size. If you're like traveling and you want to record a shortwave station you picked up, and you're not near anywhere, you're out in the boonies, this is awesome to have. Keep a couple extra batteries probably charged with you, so you can swap them out. But I'm guessing you're probably going to get about 4 hours record time. I got about 3 hours of record time. It still hasn't asked me to charge, which is good. You can see that it's still showing full charge, so that's a good thing. So I'm guessing it probably gets 4 to 5 hours of recording from my judgment. And it said 6 hours of playback at normal. So big bonus. Don't buy this radio for the FM capability because this is just kind of weak. I wouldn't buy this to record from FM. I bought it mainly as a device to record line in and line in stereo, which is the big bonus for this radio. I'm loving this. It's amazing. So when you guys check out those links, let me know. So in a nutshell, for $29, to me this is a solid buy because number one, it's pocket friendly. It's really small. I love how compact it is. It's very simple and basic, but it records so well. I mean, that recording in stereo with such clarity is just amazing for me. I just couldn't believe this existed. I'm happy to find it. I am going to get some more. They have different ones. The 100, which I think is a step down from this, but I'll still review it. We'll check it out together and let you know the differences. But this has impressed me. I'll be honest with you. I think it records better than my the 110 model that I reviewed, the Tecsun 110 recorder with the AM and FM in there. I just like how this records. It sounds so good. And when you guys play the audio file back, you'll see what I'm talking about. So there it is, the Tecsun Q3. If you like the video, big thumbs up. If you like Todderbert, big thumbs up. Yeah, you know it. Always providing you with cool radios, cool content. You know it. Yeah, sales pitch for myself. If you're new to the channel, we always tell you, subscribe, be a part of the gang. Ring the bell, tell everybody you're here, or remind YouTube to remind you of when my videos come out. And then comment below what you think about the Tecsun Q3. Is this something you'd be interested in? If you're looking for a recorder, no hand, just buy it. I mean, you will just be so happy. It works so well. It's built so solidly. I don't see you complaining about it one bit. It is great. All right, guys, take care. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.